Let's also take a look at the GamerSupps stuff that happened. Right, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Uh, right. But just to give a quick rundown again. For whatever reason, this person decided to make a fake bomb threat to a event, and well, she fucked around and found out. Right. So we'll see what the hell happened.
Has triggered a unhinged cosplayer into committing terrorism. We're gonna get that today on Legal Minds, where we teach you to
Oh
run judge,
yes,
for
the
some
good
Banker
old
Esquire,
terrorism.
and this is a fast facts version, the quick and dirty version of
Good
the
old
latest in
domestic
legal news. And
terrorism.
this one was one
Woohoo!
as a person who's attended a couple anime and gaming conventions in the past, maybe a bit of a weeb. This one definitely got my attention because there are a lot of unhinged things that go on in the
Oh yeah, this
anime
one's pretty
gaming
unhinged.
con world. But terrorism is typically not one of them.
Yeah,
Typically, you're not
especially from a
facing up to 10
VTuber.
years in prison. We're going to get into that today. If you guys like these fast facts, make sure you
Probably
like the
don't want to
video
be.
and drop a comment below. So, what happened here? What's going on in this particular case? This involves a cosplayer named Kit Noel. Who got involved here in Texas? So, who is Kit Noel? Kit Noel is a
Texas, huh?
cosplayer who has a
She
decent
uses a
following on
lot of
TikTok. Of
makeup.
course,
Holy
it's kind of
crap.
easy to farm up on TikTok or Instagram. You can see is much less followed. The likes down there, but you can also see her next con is the San Japan official con, which is the one that is at risk here. But you see, she had some sort of clout here. I would say she was just an average, knowing cosplay models and whatever, seems pretty average, standard, run of the mill cosplayer. You can see she's got some works here, doing
Yeah.
anything from ranging to, I guess, Hellgirl here to, well, a more appropriate uh, a more appropriate Joker-esque look here. So yeah, there's a lot
That clown
of
show, yo.
different looks, but I'd say she's an average cosplayer, pretty much normal cosplayer.
She
Except
she
for when it came to San
cosplays
Japan.
as
Now, when it
Hell
came to
Girl
San
or
Japan, she was
instead of
not going
Hellboy.
to this convention, right, for the purpose of enjoying herself. This is, of course, in San Antonio, enjoying herself with wonderful cosplay. Perhaps going to some panels. I love
Yeah.
panels. Panels are great. Or checking out cool
Oh, it's
stuff like the
Kirby with
cool
a gun.
cars, the merch, etc. No, 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 no. She was going to this convention in order to make terroristic threats. That's right. According to her arrest report, her last name is actually Manning. Says she replied to an Instagram story posted by another booth. So there's another cosplayer who rented a booth near her, and said and wrote, "Planting a bomb in their booth today." Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, don't do that.
unhinged. And
Not
this
a
was
not a
all
not a good
because
thing
she
to
disliked the
say
gaming
stuff like
nutrition
that.
company
Just
GamerSupps. That's
yeah,
right, blame
no, don't do that.
GamerSupps. The really horrible people who bring you anime girl thigh, caffeine free. Balberry,
Yes, yes,
also
yes.
caffeine free.
They do
And Fox thigh,
the
which is also
risque
caffeine free. Yes, of course.
brand
This is
naming and blah blah
absolutely
blah.
the
Yes,
worst
yes.
thing ever. It must go. The war on anime girl thighs, on Bow, on Fox girls. Yes, this is all very
It's
true.
all
This is all
sugary
very valid.
drinks,
No,
by the
no, of
way.
course not. You cannot threaten to plant a bomb in a booth because you simply do not like somebody's
Bunch of lame
gaming
asses.
nutrition company. And yes, that gaming nutrition company has taken a stand on certain issues, or rather they've refused to be budged or refused to be canceled. They've kind of held the line. And that's something that some people love them for. A lot of people love them for. But of course,
Yeah, I
there
mean
are people that are
it's bad
extremely
enough
unhinged,
that you got
can't control
Americans
themselves,
who are
and
fucking like
this is an
fat as
example
fuck. You
of
don't
going
need
too
more of
far.
this
And it
sugary
seems
bullshit.
to me that we're seeing more and more and more of this, like the instances of this really unhinged behavior is increasing because these sort of things are being normalized. We've talked about this with language on Twitch and other platforms where people are getting very used to defamation. They're getting very used to threats. They're getting very used to, making casual references to violence or ending somebody. Very, really horrible things that we should not be behaving that way at all, pretty much ever. But that's what's
Yeah,
going
don't
on
make
in a lot
terroristic
of these
threats.
realms, and
Not good.
people like Kit Noel thought this was okay, or Miss Manning, if you want to call her that, thought this was okay. So of course she was booked into the Bexar County
Holy
Adult
shit, she's
Detention Center on
4'11"? God
831
damn.
at 946. She's a white female, 4'11. 4'11, a tiny one with 114 pounds, blonde or strawberry hair, hazel eyes. And here we have it, the charge,
Got terroristic threat.
threats. So let's get into what that is, and let's
Dumbass.
look at that statute and what she's looking at.
What a
So
dumb
here's the
bitch.
statute. This is Texas statute section 2207. And that says a person who commits an offense, if he, and by the way, the statute, it's gender neutral despite saying he, so he means he or she, whatever. A person commits an offense if he threatens to commit any offense involving violence to a person or property with intent to. So, once again, a threat. So, threatening to commit violence with
Yes.
intent to cause a reaction
You're
of
basically
any
a
type
call
to
to
this type of threat
violence.
by official or volunteer agency organized to deal with emergencies. So trying to cause, a stress on the 911
Correct.
system or volunteers or firefighters or whatever else.
Basically trying
Number two,
to
place any person in
create
fear
some
of
type
imminent serious
of
bodily injury. Well, that definitely is
emergency
a thing. That's
attention
for
to
sure
the
there.
matter when you're
Next, prevent
when
or
it's
interrupt the
not
occupation of
real
a room or
or
place
when
of
you're
assembly
faking it.
to which the public has access. Well, that could be a convention center. That could
Because
be considered that.
you're
Definitely number two.
actively in
Number
the
three,
right.
possible as
It's
well. Number
basically
four, cause the
premeditated.
impairment
You're
or
in the
interruption
know.
of public communications, public transit, public water, gas, or power supply. Not
You
really
took
catching it
this
there.
action
But number
knowing
five,
that you're
which
doing
actually
this
carries
with
the
the
highest penalty,
intent to
says
maliciously
placing the public or substantial
do something
group of the
bad.
public in fear of serious bodily injury. Boom, we have it right there. The public is gathered, not just a single person under number two, but the public is gathered at a convention. So number five, it's risking a substantial group of people. And what is the penalty? Well, the penalty for this under the offense under section A4, A5,
10
A6.
years.
And this was once again, if you go back and look at this, this is A5, right?
Yeah, this is
You've got up
not
to 10
right.
years in prison.
Remember
It's
what
a felony
happened to
at
the
third degree.
UK guy?
So 10 years
The
in
the
prison
comedian? Yeah, that guy said
because
something completely
do
different
not
than what
like
this bitch said.
GamerSupps.
Right?
I think we all need to take a deep breath, and I think we all need to think long and hard when we make these statements where we are threatening other people, we are defaming other people, we're attacking other people, and particularly
Correct.
something like a bomb. You do not joke about that. That's
But
not
you know, that's
something
the
you
UK
say.
land.
You know,
UK
good luck
land
saying
has
that in an
different
airport. You'll know where
laws
you'll
and
find yourself,
rules, and
and
they're
you shouldn't be
more
able to feel free to
tyrannical.
say this on an Instagram post. Whether you think that's okay in your private circle or not, or at home or whatever, you cannot say these things publicly. It's just not okay.
Correct.
And there is something going on, whether it is a mental health crisis or just an escalation, where this is happening more and more. And what we're going to see is we are going to see continual bookings in these mass events. And I will tell you right now, having been to anime conventions, I've been to gaming conventions, the people are usually lovely people. They're usually great. They're usually fine and fun. But this is how it gets ruined for everybody. This is how the conventions go away, the fun stops, the gathering stops. Because when these things start happening more and more and more, they're just going to have to say, okay, well, I guess we're not having an event, or okay, I guess we just can't do booths, or okay, we can't do XYZ, because these incidences are increasing. And it's largely in many cases because people are focusing on the politicization. So once again, if people could ramp down that politicization, the politics, I think that would go a long way. And certainly terrorism was not called for here. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, there you have it. Yeah, like I said, I mean, what this bitch was doing was something fucking stupid. Versus the recent guy who recently got taken in the UK. Completely different. Like, that dude in the UK shouldn't have been fucking jailed. But this bitch trying to do that terroristic bomb threat shit, yeah, don't do that. And there you have it. Legal Mindset. If you want to check them out. You know what most people do when they don't like a product or company? They ignore it. Yeah, exactly. Like a normal person. They ignore it and don't buy the service or product. Giving bombing threats because of someone's choice of energy supplements. Saying that it was just an overreaction is a massive understatement. Yeah, I know, right? Jesus fuck. Irony of GamerSupps having brand risk as a flavor name writes itself. I mean, that's how GamerSupps does it, right? They love trying to be hip and cool. Bunch of fucking hipsters. Sorry. Anyways, there you have it. GamerSupps turns cosplayer into criminal. Legal mindset. Go check them out.